Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to start Unit 3 of Social Studies. And in this unit, we are going to talk about community. We're also going to talk about the people who live in the communities and our rights, responsibilities. We'll also be talking about laws in our communities or rules that we have to follow. We talked a little bit about community in Unit 2. It was a little bit of a different kind of community from long ago and today. But in this unit, we're going to be talking about our community that we currently live in. So if we look at this map, we want to think of a way we can define the word community by looking at this picture. In this community, there's a few things that we see. We see apartments, some houses, a movie theater, park, mall, courthouse, gas station, school, fire station, some more apartments, police station, grocery store, museum, bank, church. There's quite a few things here on this map. These are all different places that we might need in our neighborhood, a place where we live. So how would you define the word community based on this picture? For me, I would say community is a place where people live and work. Now, why do I say a place where people work? Because if you notice, in this community, there's a lot of different things here. There's a mall that has stores. There's a movie theater that have people working in it. There's a school, which means there's a principal that works there, teachers that might work there. A gas station has an attendant, a flower shop, a museum. So it's not just a place where people work, but it's also a place where people live. Because here we have apartments and houses on the bottom. So a community is a place where people a place where people live and work. But there are different kind of communities. And here we have 4 different kind of communities. Now, we live in all of these communities. The first community that we live in directly is New York City community. We live in New York City. Even though we live in Brooklyn, it is part of New York City. This is the community that we know. New York City is part of New York State. All the way down here, that's where New York City is, and Brooklyn. But because we are part of the state, we are part of the whole community of the state. Even though there's a lot of parts of the state that we don't even see, we don't know about, or we haven't visited, we are still part of that community. And then New York State is part of the United States. This is a map of the whole country. We are part of the United States community as well. Many of us are citizens of the United States. That also makes us part of this big community. And the United States is part of the world, which makes us global, part of the global community. Many of us have family and friends that live in many different places, and we connect with these people in different ways. On the phone, through our iPads or our computers, emails. We are all part of a global community. Maps can tell us lots of different pieces of information. In the next 3 slides, identify what information this map is telling you and how it can help you. We have this map one more time. And this map is of our direct community. What information does this map tell us? Let's look at the map. I know that this map tells us there are people that live in this community because there are apartments and houses. And I know people go to school in this community. I want you to turn to a family member and tell them one more thing that you learned from this map. The next question says, how can this map help people in the community? For example, if I'm visiting this place, this map can be very helpful. If I'm new or I moved to this town and I have this map, I know where I can go to get help if I needed help in my new home. Here's the fire station and the police station. If I move to this neighborhood and it's my first time there and I'm hungry, I need to go get some groceries. This can help me know where the grocery store is. What information does this map tell you? Well, let's look close on the bottom. There's a lot of information about these colors here on the bottom. This orange color means anything in this whole map that's orange is deserts. Put your finger on the part of the map that shows where's deserts. Good, the deserts are here, this orange part. This yellow represents grasslands. Grasslands means it does not look like New York City. There's definitely lots of open land with lots of grass. Point to the area that shows grasslands. Yes, this whole yellow area is grasslands. Green, quite different greens. Tropical forests. This is a darker green. So I'm noticing that the slightly darker green is in these parts of the map. Right over here, actually. And this is part of Hawaii. And Hawaii is part of the United States. The lighter green is woodlands. And here we have lots of woodland areas. On this side, up here in Alaska. This slightly purple color is the tundra, which means it's very cold. And we'd find that out here, also in Alaska. And then the last one shows us mountains. It has little peaks. So we have the Appalachian Mountains. And on this side, we have the Rocky Mountains. So how can this map help people in a community? This can help people decide where they would like to live, what kind of area they would like to be in. Do they want to be in a place that has more open space and less people? Do they want to live in a place near the mountains? How can they travel? Are they able to travel by car through here? Do they have to go around? This map has a title, Bee Loss in the United States, 2017 to 2018. And in this map, we see the different colors, just like the other map, and the different colors give us different information. So for these colors, from the lighter to the darker, go from the least amount of bees lost to the highest amount of bees lost. This map can help these specific communities. For example, in Florida, 40 to 50% of bees were lost. But in Illinois, a lot less bees were lost. So maybe people in Florida can look at other states that have the light orange and see, how did they keep their bees safe? Maybe we need to ask those states for help. So this is how this map can help a community learn. They can learn how to make their community better for bees so they don't lose as many. Now I want you to think about your community. What are 2 things that are important to you and your family in your community? I want you to use this map to help you. Your neighborhood might not look exactly like this one, but it definitely has a lot of the same things. Houses, apartments, schools, grocery stores, possibly police stations, fire stations for sure are in many of our neighborhoods, and libraries, banks. I want you to talk to someone in your family around you and decide what you guys think are 2 most important things in your community. And then I want you to complete this sentence. Two things in my community that are most important to my family are blank and blank. They are both important because, and then give a reason. At any time you need to go back and watch this video, you may go ahead and do so. You can also just go back to the particular slide that you need to check out what you might think is most important for you and your family. And remember, discuss this with someone around you.